That's what I needed. That's what I needed. That's what I needed. Good morning, everybody. Rebel Hippies Show right here at thepier.org, your number one online destination for the reggae rock community. Is another beautiful Monday morning, episode 5. We are your host, Space Camp. My name is Adoo. My best bud over there, Oskee. Oh, how you feeling this morning, my friend?
Oh man, I feel a bunch of groovy ways, all positive. Last week was just Thanksgiving, and I had a great time. Man. Thanksgiving. I feel happy because I'm continuing to give thanks. Okay, I've been doing this whole giving
Just
thanks
letting it
this
roll
morning.
over.
Yeah,
Just
man.
rolling it over.
So now it's just continuous. It's just happening over and over, and I love that. I
I
love that,
like it.
man. Yeah, man.
I was a little under the weather myself on Thanksgiving, my friend.
Oh, you were a little
I was a little under the weather. I had a little stomach bug. I woke up in the morning on Thanksgiving with a bit of a stomach bug.
okay.
My wife was in the kitchen crushing it, absolutely crushing it. And I wasn't able to enjoy the meal. I was able to enjoy what I was able to enjoy was watching my wife and my children enjoy the meal.
Ooh.
But I wasn't able to enjoy the meal. And when I kind of threw my hands up and went to bed when I saw them cut the homemade pumpkin pie,
Yeah.
which is my very favorite. And when I saw them cut into that,
For you?
yeah, that was it. Because although I wanted to be happy for them, I knew that they were gonna fuck that pie up, and I probably wasn't gonna get a slice. So I just went to bed at that point.
Well, Thanksgiving is one of those holidays that even after Thanksgiving is done, it keeps on giving the next few days.
It
Because
does.
those leftovers, they work wonders. I love leftovers.
Fantastic.
I love leftovers. I went to my mom's house. I hung out with my little old guy and my little old lady. I call them littles because as you get older, you shrink.
It's true.
So
It's true.
they're in the shrinking stage, right? So my little old guys, I love them so much. But they gave me food to take home. I
Okay.
went, I went to my other friend's house. They gave me some food to take home, so I got plenty of food in my fridge right now, enough to last me 2 to 3 days rations, and I
I
love it.
I would say that's one of the maybe the only things I miss about now that I've moved to Florida and I'm
Yes.
kind of solo out here. My family's solo. I can't get in the car and drive around and go pick up to go plates.
Nah, well, you got neighbors, man. You got neighbors. All you got to do
Is
is
that a
just knock.
thing? Do you just go to your neighbors and be like, "Yo, what was happening Thanksgiving, bud?"
A fruit pie.
Oh, it's a barter. You bring something.
Knock knock. Happy Thanksgiving. I'm new to the neighborhood. I just wanted
Do
to.
you think that they'll then be like, "Hold on," and they'll go and like,
Absolutely, they'll come with a whole tray.
ah, hold that thought. Hold that thought 1 second. How about some of this corn casserole?
Yeah,
I
yeah,
like. I
yeah.
like.
If the man answers, he'll be like, "Linda, Linda."
Ah,
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. But besides that,
it's good to give thanks every day, and I agree with you, my friend.
yeah. Besides
Um,
that,
that's what we need to be doing.
right behind this wall, I
Yeah,
have two pumpkin pies.
you do.
Right, right
Send one.
behind, right behind that wall. There's a refrigerator with two
Two
pies in there,
Perkins.
and
Two.
an apple pie, and an
Oh,
apple pie,
crushing it!
and
You're
an
ready for
apple pie.
Christmas. You're
I
ready
am
for
ready.
Christmas.
No, what? No, I'm ready to eat more Thanksgiving food, baby.
Yeah.
That's what we're here to do. That's what we're here to do this morning.
It
You know?
is. It is crucial to always give thanks. I think that's you know what I try to do. I try to do that before I open like when my first conscious thought in the morning. I try to just be grateful. You know what I mean? Like my first conscious. It looked like right now when you just blinked, it looked like you just had your first conscious thought.
Nah, because there was something in my eyes, so I was like, oh, all right.
But
I,
that's what I try to do when I wake up. I try to be like, I try to open up my eyes in my bed and be like, I'm so thankful.
yeah,
So thankful that this is working out, and I get out of bed.
yeah. You have a lot of control of your
Then
body
I put
because
on some tunes.
yeah, you have a lot of control of your body. My first thing is opening my eyes, and then once I open my eyes, and I realize I'm awake, then I'm thankful for being awake.
Got you.
I don't do that before I wake up. Like I feel like that takes practice and a lot of years.
You know what they say, practice makes perfect, bud.
I've been practicing a new way to make coffee this morning.
Yeah.
And the Keurig, I usually make it on the stove. Yeah. I usually make it on the stove. That's old school way. But now the Keurig, you just kind of like set and let go. You just
It's a button, right? You just
yeah. So it's not the same. But speaking of coffee, this is where I want the connection is being made here. This morning I was listening to Koffee.
Coffee. We love coffee, man. It's my wife's. It's my wife's favorite. I don't want to say it's my wife's favorite artist, but I think it's my wife's favorite artist because every time I get in the car and she's driving,
blasting
Coffee Pandora is always on.
Well, listen, I don't blame her. I don't blame her because number one, she's a great artist.
And so good.
And the things she was able to achieve at such a early stage in her life, right? Because I was under the assumption, I knew she was young. But I thought she was older young, like, late teens, like 19, possibly 20. But no, when she won her first Grammy, she was only at 16, 17 years old.
Really?
Absolutely.
Oh
Absolutely.
my God.
She was a young buck. She was a young buck, man. She was super young, man.
She's up for a Grammy this year as well.
She is, man. She is. 2 years. It's been 2 years.
Well, Rapture was her first album. I want to say that was 2 years ago.
Yeah, maybe 3 years ago. 2-3 years ago. But it's crazy, man. And I was thinking about it when I was listening to Raggamuffin, which Raggamuffin is a song that I was listening to this morning. We'll put it in the comments for everybody. Make sure you listen to that. I love that track. It's very dubbed out. Reminds me of something like the Scientists would have made. Back in those days. Yeah, man. And she raps like a beast. But
so good.
In her second album, which you're saying is nominated for a Grammy, this one she kind of pulled back from that and like tapped into her earlier life because just like Sister Nancy, she grew up in a house that was a church, and kind of went through that similar life path, being brought up in the church and stuff. So now she's tapping back into that and she's singing more. She's
and crushing it.
Yeah, man. She's expanding on her art. She's really searching for other things and just trying to prove people that she belongs because she already did that with that first album.
Oh, I think she proved. Oh, I think first of all, you're right. I think she proved it, and also, man, I think they're like once you kind of hit that accolade, you can do whatever you want. Nobody can tell you nothing, right? Like. And I'm sure that she probably had a lot of people in her ear when she was young. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, man. She was
so talented. They're like, "Yo, flex that talent, girl."
Yeah, but she was lucky, man. She actually she used to listen to Protege and Chronixx. That is so funny that like she actually came up through Chronixx. Like she already had reached popularity and fame on herself, but then once she got involved with reggae, like the two people that she like grew up listening to were the two people she was able to connect with and kind of like take it from there, which is super dope, man. To be able to work with people you looked up to.
I love the Real Rock Riddim that she did with the in studio joint that she did with Chronixx. I think we should put that one in the description too. If you haven't seen that session, that is fire.
Also, they did Jamaica did I think this was almost 3 years ago too. They did a festival in the middle of Kingston. They brought back doing shows in Jamaica in the middle of Kingston. I think it was like 20-something years since they did something like that, right? So they brought it back and they brought Buju, right? And as Buju was tearing up the stage,
of course he
brought up Koffee.
And they did Under Pressure.
Right. Yeah, this is like right after like her success. This is like right after her successes. I think it came after like she won the Grammys, or maybe Buju, right before.
That's a huge cosign too when Buju jumps on your remix.
Man, Buju. We spoke about him. We spoke about the legend Buju. Guys.
Let's throw that one in the comments too. Let's hit him with the coffee trifecta.
Ooh, a little 3-piece.
Little coffee trifecta. We'll put the Under Pressure remix in the description too.
So I dance coffee in the morning. Just a lot of shoulder movement. So I
Oh,
get to going. Uh, 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 What were you listening to this morning, dog?
well, first of all, you know how I started my day this morning? First and foremost, I started my day how I feel everybody should start their day with some Space Camp CBDs.
Absolutely.
From the farm to the jar.
Yep.
No, but in all seriousness, that's how I do start my day. I start my day with the CBD gummies. I chew up some CBD gummies,
Mm,
vitamins. It's like a vitamin regimen.
yes.
And then I go and I turn on my tunes. I strip down, and then I take a long hard look at myself, as you know.
Do the
Then I
affirmations.
get in the shower.
Long
Do
face.
that.
Yeah, I like the words. I love nice, long, hard look at yourself.
Ah.
Just turn yourself on in the morning. You don't even need no one to do it for you. Just one look and you're ready to go. You're like a deer in mating season.
I started my day with my guys, the Common Kings.
Oh, okay.
I
Okay.
love me some Common Kings, man.
Yes.
And it's not a new song, but I guess it's their newest song. It's called "Damn Good Time." I love this joint, and it's just got a good vibe, man. And I love the kind of the story of it, because a lot of songs are always like, it's a good day, it's the best day, and at the end in the verse, he always says, "There's a lot of bad days, and I wouldn't want to spend them without you."
Ooh,
Yeah,
yes.
I
Yes.
love that. I'm smoking on that. Doors always open for my home. Me's. I love that song, and I love Common Kings. Period, man. I
I
think they're
do
they're
too.
they're one of my very favorite groups
Yes.
across the board. Um, and for those that aren't familiar with the Common Kings, they're out of Cali, but they're all Hawaiian, Samoan. Um,
From the island.
they're all from the was that the Southern Pacific? Is that what they call it? South Pacific Islands.
It's called
Uh,
I don't know if it's called the Southern Pacific, but it
South
does.
Pacific Islands, sir.
Yes.
And yeah, man, they're just a phenomenal group, man, and they're really fun. I love following them on social media. These guys are like, they don't take themselves too seriously, but they're a very serious group. You know what I mean? And when it comes to talent, when it comes to laying it down, interesting thing about the Common Kings, where they come with their name, is all of their bloodlines comes from royalty.
That's Common Kings, my brother.
So, but they're just kind of saying like, yo, although our bloodline is kings, we're just everyday dudes, man. We're just common kings. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? I love that.
that's
Um,
beautiful.
and homie Junior can the lead singer, he can sing at like every, like, I feel like he's like how Prince was.
Well,
You know what I
I
mean?
think
Like he
I
can
think
go
it's three different octaves, right? 3 octaves. He can hit 3 different octaves, right? I believe so.
it's phenomenal stuff.
Listen, man, when you got pipes, so you gotta let these things blow, man. And
There's some
let it
people,
blow.
yeah, there's some people that are like, it really feels like it's like a supernatural, with Junior, you could feel like that dude was able to just sing like that without trying to do it, like without like, and I'm sure he's put in his 10,000 hours to master his craft. I'm not at all saying that, but I feel like he's one of those guys that it's like that really raw, just like born with it.
Yeah,
Like that guy could just fucking put it down, man.
yeah, you
He's
can, yeah, yeah. You can wake up on a Tuesday, with a sore throat,
and just go out there
just
and belt it.
pop a haul in, and boom, he's on, and that's beautiful, man. There's a lot of people that can't do that,
Common Kings were up for a Grammy on their debut album.
Yes.
They were nominated. That was Lost in Paradise was that record. And then they put out EP that I loved as well, not so long ago. The One Day EP that had the joint with Mayday on it.
Mm,
Today's a new day, new day, new day, new day. Love that joint too. Put that. You know what else I want to put in the comments from or in the description from Common Kings? the joint it did the Junior just did on Dirty Head's new album, Heavy Water.
Oh yes, yes.
He
I enjoy that track.
crushed that, bro.
I enjoy that track.
He came on that third verse.
Did his thing.
Boy.
He did his thing.
Boy.
He did his thing.
Yeah.
I remember when you I landed from the plane and you were like, guess what dropped last night? And I was like, what? You were like, listen to this. Yeah. It's super dope.
Yeah, that joint, that joint goes. That one goes. Heavy Water. Heavy Water.
I like that one. I like that one, man.
It's high now.
Yeah, I like that one.
Oh, that's a good one.
I mean, number one, I like a lot of songs off that album, but that one's a good one. That was a good one.
Yeah, Junior, man, I think he brings he brings it, man. Any song that he's on, man, he brings it. The whole band is phenomenal. Definitely check out the Common Kings if you haven't already. Koffee is up for a Grammy.
Yes, she is.
And Protege is up for a Grammy. So two best buds are going to be up there for a Grammy.
Yeah.
You got Sean Paul is up for a Grammy. You got Shaggy, who's up for a Grammy.
Shaggy, it wasn't me.
And then you got Kabaka Pyramid, who's up for a Grammy. So the whole nomination, it's all heavy hitters this year. All heavy hitters this year. All Jamaican artists this year. I think that it's to be noted that Stick Figure is not up for a Grammy though.
Yeah,
you know, and I think that is I think that's a little bit surprising, being that Stick Figure was the first reggae artist to be able to take Bob Marley's Legend out of the number one spot. Bob Marley's Legend held the number one spot for 140 weeks.
Let's do the math.
There's only 52 weeks in a year.
Do the math.
So basically, since they changed the way that they do the counts,
yes,
the way they do reporting, since they did that, Legend has been number one. And Stick Figure, the new album Wisdom was the first one to be able to dethrone Bob Marley's Legend. So it is a bit surprising that that Stick Figure was kind of not included in the Grammy nomination.
Yes.
It's possible that because there was so much kind of controversy, I guess last year with Soulja winning, and Soulja being I believe they might have been the first non-Jamaican group to win the reggae award.
Yes.
Soulja's originally, I believe, from Virginia. And I think that it was well deserved, my personal opinion. But I know that there was a lot of kind of like controversy after they won.
Yes.
So I don't want to say one has to do with the other, but it kind of leads you to wonder, did Stick Figure kind of get left out just to avoid controversy? You know.
I don't know how that system works out. I don't know if it's like a panel of journalists or
I think it's
Grammy winners, or and the politics involved in it. I feel like good quality music is good quality music, man. And if it inspires others and it touches others, these artists, lock themselves up in rooms and kind of just I'm so sorry. They kind of just
lose their headphones.
This guy. Oh no.
You can do it.
These rooms, they lock themselves up in their rooms, man, and they try to create for you, man, every day, because it's something they love to do, because it brings them happiness, and they just want to bring that happiness into the world, man. So, whatever controversies may bring from Soulja winning an award that touched millions of people, that moved millions of people, that made millions of people happy, and for there to be any controversy, because my man is from Virginia. It wouldn't matter if he was from Montego Bay.
The impact is what's important, right? Yes. The impact of the music is what's important.
Yes.
And I'm sure that that the homie Scott from Stick Figure is not like necessarily bummed out that he didn't get a
No,
Grammy. I'm sure he didn't go in making the album like, yo, I got to win a Grammy.
yeah,
And I'm sure that when he took Bob Marley out of that number one spot, that he probably that he doesn't seem like the kind of dude that's like, yeah, look what I've done. You know what I mean?
absolutely
So I
not.
don't think he's probably in it for that reason. But at the same time, you should, we shouldn't not give people their flowers just because
Yes,
of where they're
yes,
from or anything like that. It should that's equal across the board for everybody. And I don't know that the reggae category is even given the kind of the shine
yes,
that it deserves.
yes,
I was reading that only that a very low amount, like a third of the amount of albums that are normally considered for Grammys were this year for the reggae category. So
wow,
it was like
wow,
45 or 65 albums were considered, and normally there's over 100 some albums that are considered. So um let's just hope that
wow.
the reggae category is not like in any kind of jeopardy. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't even think that they're even it's not even televised. It's not even one of the televised awards,
I
right?
don't,
Like,
I don't
it's like
think, I
they
don't
brush
think,
that one under the rug, and it's
yeah,
kind of baloney, man,
it is whack.
because, reggae music brings people together, it unites people, it uplifts people, it raises vibration, and this is a kind of music that should be, more, um,
This is very true. This is very true, man. But I don't want to dive into that because look what happened to Senior Kanye West. But he is right; they do promote more negativity. You know, music that has low vibrations and more negativity gets the most shine, man. But I don't think reggae would be in any kind of jeopardy when it comes to award shows because there's still awards for like contemporary jazz and people win
gotcha.
a
Yeah,
Grammy
yeah,
for
yeah,
that. So I would feel like if there has to be less albums of that being considered for nominations,
no, yeah, and
right? Like if they only had 45, if they only picked 45 instead of 100 something, I feel like the person that did contemporary, I don't know, country, they only probably had like 10 albums to pick from. That's what I would think. That's what I would think.
I
So
feel
I feel like reggae is still gonna be and even more so, I believe that there will be a shift happening and possibly reggae will get more of a platform on major syndicated television shows like the Grammys and stuff like that. I think
Well,
it's
when you have
it will
artists like
happen.
Coffee, making the kind of music that she's making and being able to have the kind of impact that she's having on youth and across the
Exactly.
board, artists like Protege coming up and just that they're absolutely crushing it. Stick Figure,
Yeah.
um, yeah, yeah, yeah. It onward and upward. It's all good things, and it's dope to see Sean Paul and Shaggy. Um,
Still doing their thing.
Still nominated, still doing their thing, crushing it. I
Yeah.
love the joint that Shaggy did with Sting, man. You ever see the what's it with the little tiny desk? Little tiny
Oh,
desk.
Little Tiny Desk. I love Tiny Desk.
Yeah, Shaggy did a tiny desk with Sting from the Police. I think they did an album together.
Possibly.
I know they did an album together. They did a tour together and stuff. Um, but they have a joint. It's called I don't know what it's called, but basically the hook is basically saying he's like I'm a Jamaican in America, and and Sting is saying I'm an Englishman in America. You know what I'm saying? So it's a fire joint. You got to look that one up. It's in Tiny Desk. We're gonna put Shaggy and Sting Tiny Desk in the
Shaggy is
description
saying,
as well.
I'm also gonna look it up myself. I'm gonna click on that link and look it up for you guys. You know, I'm also
And if
gonna
you haven't already, everyone, if you haven't already, if you like the show, if you dig the show, please subscribe to the channel. Leave us some comments. Let us know what you want us to listen to in the morning. All right. We can't always be telling you what to listen to. We need a little feedback too. I want some new music. I
absolutely
want, I want my ears to
feel it.
feel it.
I need to feel it. We are a community. We are a community, and each one teach one. And that's what we're here to do. We're here to break
It
the rules
takes
and
a
spread
village,
love.
my friend. It takes a village.
Yes. So, make sure you check out our links on Koffee. Make sure you check out our links on Common Kings. And do me a favor, just like Doobie said, give us some tunes to listen to, man. We would love to hear what you guys wake up to, man. What you guys brush your teeth to. What everyone takes a shower to. What everyone drops a deuce to, because we need a good tune.
What you look at yourself in the mirror to.
Yes. Do affirmations. Naked, you know? Whatever you're into in the morning.
This is how we do it.
We want to try it out. We want to try it out.
And if you and another wonderful thing is if you want to try our CBDs, go to thebestdamnbuds.com. You can put in now Rebel Hippies at checkout for a 20% discount.
Yes.
Rebel Hippies discount code at checkout. The Best Damn Buds. We'll have it in the description. Whatever you do today, do it with excellence.
Yes.
You have to piss excellence today.
And
you have to spark rainbows today. Do whatever it is that you're planning on doing. Crush it.
Yes.
Crush it. Make sure you break rules. Make sure you spread love. Make sure you check us out next week. Peace and love.
Love y'all.